All right, let's talk about one of the most tedious, most frustrating jobs in all of 3D art, turning a chaotic, tangled mess of polygons into a clean, beautiful asset that you can actually use. We're going to look at a tool that aims to fix that headache, maybe once and for all.
You know the feeling, right? Every 3D artist does. You get this amazing model from a 3D scan, or maybe you just finished a super high detail sculpt. It looks incredible from a distance, but when you look under the hood, the geometry is a complete disaster.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's a digital artist's nightmare. We're looking at a super dense, triangulated mesh. It's this tangled web of tiny polygons that captures all the beautiful detail, but from a technical point of view, it's basically useless. So what's the big deal? Why does this even matter? Well, you try sculpting on this, and it's completely unpredictable. You try to UV unwrap it for texturing, it's almost impossible. And rigging it for animation? Yeah, forget about it. You'll spend all your time fighting the mesh instead of being creative.
But what if you could fix all of this? Not with hours of painstaking, manual, click-by-click labor, but with a single, automated process.
Well, that's the promise we're going to explore right now.
And that promise comes from a pretty cool Blender add-on called GameReadyQuad. It's built for one specific purpose, to take that dense, chaotic geometry and transform it into something clean, usable, and totally ready for a professional pipeline. I mean, just look at this transformation. It's night and day. On the left, you've got the chaos we started with, and on the right, that's the result from the add-on. All those tiny, messy triangles have been intelligently converted into clean, organized quadrilaterals, or quads. And this isn't just about looking neat, it's about making the model fundamentally work. So how does it pull this off? It's all about an automated pipeline. You feed it the messy mesh, and it gets to work. It does an automated cleanup, remeshes everything, and then uses a really smart algorithm called QuadraFlow to figure out the best possible quad layout. It'll even retry a few times to get the highest quality result, and then it just exports a perfectly clean asset for you. And that word usable is so important. See, a clean mesh isn't just a single win. It's the key that unlocks every single stage of the production pipeline that comes after it. This process gets your model ready for pretty much anything. Is it game ready? Yep, it's optimized with a controlled polygon count for performance. Is it sculpt ready? Absolutely. Now you can actually refine it artistically. Rig ready? For sure. Animators can make it move without tearing. And finally, is it engine ready? You bet. It'll drop right into Unity or Unreal without any drama. Let's just focus on that sculpt ready part for a second. See how the polygons now flow with the character's muscles and shape? That means when an artist takes a sculpting brush to it, the geometry behaves predictably. They can focus on making incredible art, not doing technical rescue work. And it's the exact same story for rigging. When you have this kind of smart, sensible edge flow, weight painting and deforming the character becomes 1,000 times easier. The joints bend cleanly, you don't get that weird, ugly pinching and tearing that you get with chaotic geometry. It just works. Okay, so fixing one model is great. It's a huge time saver. But what if you're a solo artist on a huge project, or you're working in a studio? That's where consistency and automation become the real game changers. And this is where it gets really powerful. Batch processing. GameReadyQuad isn't just for fixing one asset at a time. It's built to be a workhorse. You can point it at an entire folder full of messy 3D scans and have it apply that same high-quality process to every single one, automatically. And it has all the professional features to back that up. You can set up folder queues, run it on everything in your scene, or even run it headless without ever opening Blender's interface to integrate it into a larger studio pipeline. It even handles all the naming and outputs for you. This is how you build a scalable professional workflow. So let's bring it all home. Why do we go through all this trouble? Why are we so obsessed with getting clean geometry? It is not just some technical checkbox you have to tick off a list. It's because clean topology is the foundation for everything that makes the final result look beautiful. You can't have great textures, great lighting, or great animation if you're building it all on top of a messy, broken foundation. And this right here is the final payoff. Look at that. A fully textured asset, you can see the clean wireframe underneath. This is a model you can just drop into Unity, Unreal, Godot, whatever game engine you want, and it will just work. The performance will be predictable, the lighting will catch it perfectly, it's ready for its close-up. This image really sums up the whole journey, doesn't it? We go from that tangled, complex sculpt all the way to a finished, fully realized character, textured and ready for any pipeline you can throw at it. The technology is doing its job by getting out of the way, clearing those technical hurdles so the artist can just focus on creation.
So, I'll just leave you with this thought. By automating one of the most tedious parts of the entire 3D process, tools like this don't just save you time, they unlock your creative potential. It really makes you wonder, how much more could you create if you never had to waste your energy on rescue work ever again?